So now we have the important business of lunch.
Oh, this is really bad placement. We're all on a slope. This was catastrophically bad placement. We're on a very distinct slope.
Yeah, well,
and it's going to make life interesting.
But we want it to be interesting, don't we?
Well, in some ways. No! There we go. Oh.
Plastic fork, not needed.
What a palaver. What a palaver. Well, we are eating today on what I would describe as a slope. But I won't describe it as that because that got Top Gear into a lot of trouble, didn't it?
What, a slope?
Mm.
Why? How?
Because when they built that bridge, they said that there was a slope on the bridge. And at the time they said that, there was a foreign man on the bridge. And apparently it's a disrespectful term for...
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, I've got it. Wouldn't it be good if, rather than giving you this package, you go into the chip shop with your plate and, you know, present it nicely in your plate?
They kind of do something like that in fish and chip restaurants, except that they provide the plate.
Right, oh yeah.
Oh, today's battered sausage is nowhere near as good as last week. That is a bit disappointing, is that? Last week's battered sausage drew compliments.
For the ever so slight possibility of it actually blowing over. I can smell that coming from here actually.
It's already blown over twice. Another one won't hurt.
Yeah, but we're going to land on the roof too.
How do you lick the bottom of your curry sauce pot when you have a large curry sauce pot? Ah, this is how you get access.
Oh, good, that's good. More water. Oh, nailed down.
Most excellent. Oh, we need a caravan. Could somebody please buy us a caravan? Or lend us a caravan, or give us a caravan, or make a caravan happen for us, please. Oh, chaat masala, lovely. Ooh. If you own a company,
Oh, yes.
then why not acquire a cheap caravan, give it to us, and put your company name all over it?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Literally tens of people would see it.
So much nicer on a plate. When did even It's nicer if it's just in paper, but on a plate, suddenly, it's like having a meal, isn't it?
It's exactly like having a meal. Oh, that's nice. What was your favourite car yesterday?
Mine. What got then?
That's really poor form, choosing your own.
Hey? Oh. Alright.
That's like saying, who's the nicest person you know? Well, me!
Okay. My favourite car besides mine probably David's V8. I did like the sound of that thing.
I kind of have a problem with that.
What, it was Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too different to be the same. It's so different that it shouldn't be the same. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, I understand, but I'm going to pretend not to.
I mean, it's such a different animal to any other set tip, fundamentally. I mean, it's rear wheel drive, it's got a massive 4.6 V8 engine, but everything about it looks just the same. Now, I know you can say that makes it a sleeper, but
Not when it sounds like that. And not when you can tell by the badge.
I'd want a massively different interior or something.
Still wanting to go a bit, isn't it? A massively different interior. I was thinking yesterday, from our 10-car garage conversation, which I wanted to do a video on, but you ended up talking about it. I still will do mine.
It was my idea.
It was my idea.
It was my
How
idea.
could it have been your idea? It was me that mentioned it.
Yeah, you mentioned it as being my idea. If you play that back, you actually said, do you remember when you were asking me about what my ideal 10-car garage
I'm
would
just
be?
not listening. I know whose idea it was mine. Well, actually, it's not anybody's idea. It's an idea, isn't it? Like winning the lottery.
My idea.
Nobody's idea. Oh, what would you do if they win the lottery? No one can claim that that was their idea.
That was my idea too.
Well, yeah, so I was thinking, I'd actually quite like a big American boat on there. A big American estate car, station wagon from the 60s. A full-size one.
In the video on the drive here this morning,
One that kind of power steering that's absolutely wrapped.
with wood down the side.
No. Don't push.
I drove down the road this morning to get here
Oh, really?
via my circuitous route, and I realised that the one and only time I'd been on it before was when I was coming back from collecting my street KA that I bought on eBay. And looking back, I didn't know at the time, but I bought that from somewhere near Craig.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, it's a really narrow lane. It's got loads of hairpin bends. And I was imagining what it would be like trying to drive down that road in a car that I owned, which was a Mark V Lincoln Continental. And I concluded that it would be damn near impossible.
Would it be impossible, or just not very pleasant?
I think it would be impossible.
Is your food going cold?
Yes.
Heated plates would be a good idea.
Next week, why don't we go somewhere bizarre, public, inside, and just set up a camera and film with people walking by and whatnot?
Bizarre.
Well, out of context. Where's a public place that's inside and has a public table and chairs? A library. We could go and eat in a library and film it.
I don't think they'd like that.
What's another public place that has table and chairs? Well, it wouldn't have to have table and chairs. Just somewhere we could sit and we could eat it with our hands out of the paper and film it.
Inside?
Yeah, like a bus station.
Yeah, but if it was in a bus station, people would think we travel on buses.
Would they?
Would you? My assumption is that anyone in a bus station, sitting down or otherwise, is there to go on a bus.
Would that be a problem?
As long as I have to buy a ticket, no.
Okay, you think of somewhere then.
Oh, well, how about in Morrison's Cafe?
Not allowed to take your own food. What about B&Q? And we just go and set up on one of their display patio tables.
Yeah. I don't think we get too long in before we'd have a security guard moving us along.
On what basis?
Would you argue?
I would argue that I'm thinking about buying this table and I want to see how it performs.
Yeah, but the other thing,
What's the point in having a display table if we can't make an assessment of it?
can you film in there? Can they say you can't film in here? You can't film me? Because
Yeah, they could.
although it's public, it's also private.
We couldn't film them, but we'd film each other.
Yeah.
But I suppose if somebody were to walk past. What about?
Do you fancy just making a public nuisance of yourself?
Hmm.
That suits you.
What about if we did? If we just walked down the road, looked for houses that had people in, knocked on the door and said, "Can we have lunch at your table?"
The problem with that is that obviously the majority are going to say no, sod off. or works to that effect, that 2% that will say yes, come in, will be in the company of someone that we'd rather be away from. Quite likely. Of course, there will be the exception. We just happen to knock on someone's door who are very friendly and very open-minded, and not in the slightest bit strange.
What about a train?
Yeah. On the train. What about in a Jag on test drive? That'd be rude. If we went to the Jaguar dealership and we just basically talked them into letting us take a car out to test properly without a salesman, and we had soup whilst driving. Funny but disrespectful.
Well, what about if we got a taxi and then sat in the back of the taxi and started making a film about how we'd just done a robbery and we were getting away with the proceeds?
Okay.
We really need a caravan.
You want to eat a caravan?
You're a clever man.
Me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you think of a way that we can get a free caravan? Hubnut just got a free car.
Dear viewers, I need a massive amount of money for a much needed hip operation. And with that money, I propose to buy a caravan. That should do it.
You know who you've just really upset, don't you? And he's not blocked from my channel. Yet.
Well, the more people know you, the more they are likely to be generous with things that either they don't need or they've got that you need more than they need. The more likely to have sponsorships,
Yep.
all of these kind of things that help out a great deal.
Yeah.
All you've got to do is get well known enough, and then when you get the occasional person that snubs you for actually accepting something that someone's given to you because they feel that they want to do, don't feel too bad.
If people gave me things, I wouldn't feel bad about it at all.
What herpes?
Can you get that twice?
I don't know.
Have you ever had an STD?
No.
No, me neither.
Bollocks.
Well, that's normally where you get them, yeah. I haven't.
You look classic STD territory.
Do I?
Not STD. STDT.
Which of our viewers do you think is most like? Which of our viewers do you think is the most likely to have had a recent STD? No, we can't do that. Can't say that.
You just did. And I bet you won't edit it out. You're at your own worst end, this kind of thing. How many times do you get people looking down their nose at you when they have to stand in the box? But
This is why I'm currently losing 2 subscribers per day.
yeah, quite possibly. Because when you think of something, you just say it. You don't use any level of moderation. It just comes straight out.
I haven't repeated that conversation we had yesterday about necrophilia.
Oh gosh. You haven't repeated it, but
That was quite restrained of me.
what's not repeated?
Especially the bit about Charlotte Church.
Oh yeah, I meant to provide a list, didn't I? Meant to provide you a list to see whether you approve.
What, people that you'd humped after they'd passed away?
No.
Oh.
No, I prefer them to be very much pumping their own blood around.
Right. Oh, well, we're back to your top 10 garage.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Well, we're not really, are we?
I'd want 10 top 10s.
Oh, you have top 10 for everything. So
I'd want to see.
you have your top 10 garage of 10 cars that you've got to keep, and your top 10 wives that you can have, whoever they are, but you've got to keep them. You're never allowed to divorce them.
Oh, but they'd get old.
No, they wouldn't. No, because you. Oh, would they? I don't know. When they die, what if they all died in a minibus together? What would you do then? See, these kind of.
I'll claim on the insurance.
Well, these kind of details need to be dotted and circled or whatever it is you do before.
Well, I think if you've got a garage of 10 wives, then you should be allowed to replace one if one dies of natural causes.
Right.
If you kill them, you're not allowed to replace them.
But you are allowed to go to prison.
But if they die of natural causes,
Yeah. Such.
you get to replace them.
And we've got to decide what constitutes a natural cause. Dying of polonium poison, for example, would that be a natural cause?
No, that would be grounds for a murder charge.
How about
Unless you're Russian.
How about electrocution from the silly lady's own fault of trying to eat toast in the bath?
You can't be electrocuted by eating toast in the bath. That much I do know.
No. Obviously not. You get around to eating it. It only just popped out, and the disturbance of the toast bouncing out of the toast was enough for it to fall into the bath water. That's what happened.
You see, the
I
mistake.
said you shouldn't eat toast in the bath. It's not a good idea. The risks are clear.
The mistake that you've made there is saying eat rather than make. Because eating toast in the bath carries no risk other than dropping the toast and it becoming soggy. Whereas making toast in the bath would imply the use of...
I know the mistake, but I'm not going to dwell on it. The mistake was actually not getting a battery-powered toaster, if there's such a thing.
Look, can we concentrate on who you would have in your starting lineup for your dream 10-wife garage?
I would do, but the only thing is,
No, can we do this? Because I really want to work out mine. I'm getting quite excited about it. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Because you know why? Because you're actually investing something into it. You're genuinely thinking about what it would be like to have that, and it's
right. Can you pick people like from the past as they were in the past, or does it have to be right here and now as they are here and now?
well. The thing is, your thing about death by natural causes.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of puts that into some sort of discussion, doesn't it?
Ah, right. Yeah. So it's got to be here and now.
If you can bring them back from the dead, then surely you can bring your own wife.
Okay, right. So it's got to be here and now. It's got to be current.
Yeah.
And that's a shame because most of my fantasy women are from the past.
Well, that's another garage, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your top 10 fantasy women of the past.
Oh, I can do that. I can do that. Pepsi de Mac from 1999, 2000. She was the perfect woman. Absolutely the perfect woman.
I don't know who she is.
Do you remember Pepsi and Shirley, Wham's backing singers?
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
Well, her.
Okay.
But a bit after the Pepsi and Shirley days, when she was working with Mike Oldfield.
All right. No, I can't picture her.
Oh God, you'd like to.
Hold on.
Perfect woman.
You're salivating.
Yeah. See, the current garage is going to be really difficult because I don't watch television or anything these days.
Yeah, and it's very difficult to tell what people look like on the radio.
Yeah.
What about the top
So,
10
I'm
ladies
gonna-
of the street?
No, hold on. Before we get on to top 10 hookers,
No.
I'm-
Just ladies that you see whilst going to the gym.
that's exactly where I'm going with.
Right.
For my dream wife, 10 car, 10 wife garage current, I'm not going to go celebs, I'm going to go people that I actually know
Right.
who might watch this video, which could be awkward, and their husbands might watch it as well. No, nobody watches
You do
my
like a
video.
bit of jeopardy for yourself.
Right, who am I going to go for? This is exciting, actually.
We haven't got much time.
That's all right. I'll try and be quick. No, this is going to be too difficult because I'm going to need to say Facebook friends, and that's just going to be awkward.
Yeah, it probably would.
I mean, there are easily 10 people that no, there aren't. I absolutely categorically am not remotely. No. Let's go to.
I tell you what, you're not cutting this conversation short, are you?
Let's move.
For being as how uncomfortable you are with it.
No, well, let's go back to the fantasy garage. I'm having Pepsi. Who else would I have? Oh. See, you could go for somebody who was like, who you knew to be a drug user or alcoholic, because you could have them for a while and then they'd kill themselves.
Right.
And you could replace them. Like, not that I would choose, but Amy Winehouse.
Oh, right. But she is dead.
Yeah, but fantasy. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
in the fantasy garage, she'd live forever, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sod that.
You know what?
Oh, I found a chip! Look! These are the best ones.
What, the ones that you didn't know you had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who would you have in your fantasy garage?
I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out the rules. Have they all got to be dead to start with?
No, they haven't got to be.
Right, well, hang on, this is... Right, it's easy for me to understand if there's one list of dead people and one list of alive people.
Okay.
Can you get your head around why that would be easy to understand?
I can't think of dead people. Is Raquel Welch dead?
Well, I don't think so, but you could possibly put her in there when she is.
Oh, right, like save a place for her.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this is really difficult. No, I'll tell you who I have. Audrey
Hepburn.
Yeah, but specifically in Breakfast at Tiffany's character.
Oh,
I'd love to have a go at her in that character.
so in the fantasy Dead Wife Garage,
Yeah.
presumably you've got this snapshot moment that you can keep forever.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be, that's got potential, that hasn't
It has, hasn't it?
Oh gosh.
Right, so I'm 2 down. Oh, and for my snapshot moment with Pepsi, it's when she did the live recording for VH1 of Moonlight Shadow, and I would want 10 minutes after finishing the recording, when she was still all moist and warm from the studio lights, with a light sheen of sweat that I would lick off her.
Well, if she was to stay like that forever, wouldn't she rot?
No, 'cause I'd lick her clean.
But constantly.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Well, you wouldn't have to do it constantly. Once you've licked her, she's licked, isn't she?
Yeah, but then what happens?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, but the next time you go to her, she's the same again, right?
Yeah,
Oh, right, so every time you see her, she's just finished the concert.
yeah, and she's bathed in sweat, and I'd lick her.
But presumably...
And
this-
then I'd podge her.
Presumably that's the only purpose of this. It's not to take them on holiday or something.
Well, you can do.
Right. you need your top 10 holiday wives as well.
You can do what you want with them. Right, so I've got 2. Who else? Oh. I'm desperately trying to think who I used to wank over when I was... And I don't mean literally wank over. I mean have a picture of or a video of whilst I was teenage wanking. That'd be a good song for a hit record, wouldn't it? Teenage wanking.
Well, yeah, possibly.
Have teenage wanks all through the night. All right.
That's what that's about, isn't it?
Did you ever used to have more than one wank? You know that sometimes when you're feeling particularly fruity and you administer a pod drink and then almost, you know, very soon afterwards you administer a second pod drink. Or I used to when I was younger.
Do you know what? I think those days are so far behind me that I can't even remember where they were.
But when you were like a young buck, did you ever do a double wank?
I don't remember.
Interesting. Right, back to the garage. Oh.
Should we go and do some work though?
No.
Yeah, but today we was determined that a decent video was going to come out of Mustard and Boaty. That's not going to happen while we're just...
Can't we use this?
What?
Mustard and Boaty do fantasy wives.
I think you should send me a clip of it.
Yeah.
Send me a clip to go in the video.
Okay.
It's a bit... Can't be any longer than...
Could it be the bit about licking Pepsi?
Whatever you want. You decide. 20 seconds. That's all you've got. I want it edited and in my inbox, ready to go in the video.
Point of notice. The eBay video is 150 MBs maximum. And I don't know what an MB is.
Megabytes.
But you can only have 150 of them.
Yeah, that's... you're talking about having a video in the advert.
Yeah.
But I thought we were talking about having a video linked to the adverts.
No, in the advert.
We need to link the proper video as well.
Oh, well, obviously we're going to do that.
Right, okay.
We'll link the whole series.
Yeah.
Create a playlist and everything. Do it proper.
Okay, right, so we're having a private conversation now suddenly, but if I get the video ready and done and uploaded, then you can extract the part out of there that you think would work for the 250 megabyte clip. Would you like to do that?
150.
150, that's very, very small.
Lizette Anthony, when she was interviewed by Jonathan Ross, and she was talking about being a vegetarian, and he said, do you not miss a big hot sausage? And she looked all coy. And just at that moment, I would like to have given her a big hot sausage. My big hot sausage.
You eat it?
And I'm not speaking, I am speaking metaphorically. I mean, what I mean is I would like to put part of myself inside her.
Ah, right, okay.
In case that wasn't clear.
I think it was quite clear.
Right.
But, you know, there's nothing wrong with making it properly clarifying every single point. You could go into detail if you like. You could do, but you probably shouldn't.
I'm trying to think if any of my ex-girlfriends had really nice sisters.
They usually have.
Oh! The Chinese one off Ally McBeal.
Ah, right.
Lucy Liu.
Right.
Her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In full Ally McBeal mode.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yes.
And I'm on a roll now. I'm on a roll. Right. Think top of the pops. Could we have a top of the pops? Top 10 wife garage
If you must.
thing. Right. What's her name? Wendy James out of Transvision Fab.
Oh, right.
The one who used to appear on Top of the Pops in her underwear.
Oh, gosh, that was dead.
Yeah. And you were like a 15-year-old boy with a raving stiffy, and you were in your living room and your mum and dad were there, and it was really awkward. Do you remember that? When you used to be watching a film with your mum and dad and a sexy bit came on and you got all worked up and you had to put a cushion on your lap?
Well, they'd know that's what it was for, wouldn't they?
I don't know. Well, you'd think they wouldn't, but they probably did.
Well,
Did you ever walk in on your parents having sex?
No.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah. It was horrendous.
What, you mean his technique was no good?
I didn't wait to find out. I was horrified.
What? Because you didn't know what they were doing?
Oh, I knew what they were bloody doing.
You just did it should be.
Yeah, correct. Oh, I'm going to throw in Belinda Carlisle for shits and giggles. She shouldn't be in there, but I'm going to put her in there. I'm going to put her in there. Yeah.
Put her in there.
Tiffany.
Oh,
Tiffany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The redhead.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Did you ever see the Playboy shoot she did?
No.
Full. You saw everything. You could see those, and you got to see that.
Are you going to send me a link or something?
Yes. I will show you off camera. Yeah.
You know what? The thing is, you're talking now and it's making me. That's such a stupid sound. I'm starting to remember a few now.
Ah. Go on then.
No, I want to get on and do some work. Do you know what time it is now?
No, I don't. We'll finish at 2.
2:15.
Oh, fuck.
2.
Oh, but...
2:15. That means I've got 30 minutes before I've got to go.
But I really want to talk about... well, give me one. At least give me one.
What you want? What of mine?
Yeah. Oh, Top of the Pops.
Oh, I don't know about Top of the Pops.
Oh, what are we doing
I
then?
haven't watched it.
Oh, okay. What are we doing then? Dream from history that are now... Oh, you want them dead, don't you?
No.
Right, so
no, I don't.
It's your top 10 of dead people
No.
that you'd like to...
No, I don't really want... I'd rather go for the ones that are here and now.
Okay,
but
go for it.
I do quite like the idea of it being a particular time. So...
Angela Rayner, for my here and now.
Right.
I'd like to have a go on Angela Rayner.
I reckon that most of mine are going to look pretty much the same.
Okay.
So I think Charlotte Church, yeah?
Right,
Yeah. Sheridan Smith.
She's still alive.
Yeah.
Sheridan Smith.
Not in the old days when she was in 2 pints of lager in a packet.
No, it's current. It's current. It's how she is now.
Yes, how she is now, yeah.
Yeah.
Liz Truss. Yeah, I don't really mean that one, but this is quite a funny one because...
What, on the basis that she screwed us, so we might as well screw her?
No, because I was surprised actually. She's probably the first Prime Minister that's younger than me.
How old is she?
47.
Is she?
Mm.
She's had a hard paper round, hasn't she?
Yeah. She doesn't look young, but then you catch a glimpse of her sometimes and you can see she's not too old.
Right.
And she's not too old, that's the point. But she looks it. So I might change my mind about that one.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd take Angela Rayner.
Angela Ripper.
Angela Rayner. Now, as I mentioned in my video on the way here, when I was a young man, I was always told that posh women were goers
Oh yeah.
and nurses were goers.
Yeah.
And if you found a posh nurse, you might as well leave your pants at home. But now, I realise that that is a hugely disrespectful and wrong way to either talk or think about women.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it is true.
Right. Well, speaking of posh,
I'm married a posh nurse.
I quite like Phoebe Walla Walla Bing Bang.
Who's that?
She's just a lady that's about 30 something. She's posh with a bit of a pointy nose, and there's just something about her I really like. Anyway, could we end that there?
Oh, just when I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, but it's 38 minutes long.
First one. God, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's 38 minutes long. Ow, that was spent longer eating food and talking about things than what we have doing any work.
Oh, we've got the rest of the day for work, but okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching Mustard and Boaty doing lunch.
Lunch.
And give us a caravan.
I'm gonna make a cup of tea.
I'm gonna have a fag. See you next time.